And thank you for being a PowerThinking mobile app user. We really appreciate it. And we're going to get right into the why are we doing this with an app? What are we looking to do you? And also how you use the PowerThinking mobile app. So let's get right into it. Mental health. We hear about mental health today more, and there's some alarming. It affects each one of us. Number one, that 90% of the public think that there is a mental health crisis in the United States today. And on television, on the news, you'll hear people almost on a daily basis that mental health challenges. And there are many more that have subtle challenges could rise up to be major. All adults report that they have felt anxious either always or often in the past year. And this is in the United States. But I've done this as it relates to resilience and power thinking all over the world, and I can tell you that the stats are very similar. Finally, 1/3 of respondents to this survey could not get the mental health they need. 1 out of every 3 people. Power thinking is here to fill in the gap. You're going to learn material that is taught to psychologists, therapists, and psychiatrists all over the world. This came out of the University of Virginia's Positive Psychology Center. So if you're dealing with a professional, a therapist, psychologist, or actress, and you talk about the things that you'll be learning through this app, they will probably ask, where did you get that from? Because this is what they learn in school, giving you the powerful version. So what is life all about? Life is all about ups and downs. We would like life to be always positive, always moving up, but that's not the case. And you get that way, but flatlining, if it's a straight line, then you're dead. So if you're not going through the ups and downs of life, that means that you're dead. So I've done this work, as I mentioned, all over the world for the Japan Positive Psychology Association in Tokyo. Here, I was out there on 2 occasions doing seminars. So that was a lot. I'm very glad it proved was that everyone has the same challenges. I have a 10-year visa as a result of the letter you saw. We were in Chongqing, Southwest China, a metropolitan area that's one of the largest in the world, 32 million people. But they've had challenges with suicides among young people. Came out material that you're actually learning throughout your life with the Power Thinking app. I also have partners like Christine Bulamu that you see here in Nairobi, Kenya, addressing groups of women. She's helping women to be more resilient, helping them to harness the incredible power of our thinking. And that's what this is all about. I'd like you to take a minute and look at this picture and tell me what you see. At least think to yourself what you see. Typically, what folks will say is that they see a person in the room in a hospital bed and 2 people hugging. So how do they interpret it? 9 out of 10 folks would say that the person in the bed is either deceased or is dying and is not in good shape, and that the people outside are consoling each other because they're very sad. But usually 1 out of 10 will say, well, maybe this person could be recovering, could have just had a baby, and the people outside are rejoicing. So unfortunately, this speaks to why we need power thinking, because most people will tend to look negatively first. So our job is to help you to change that around. But it starts with this: understanding the power of our thoughts. We want, through power thinking, for you to be more aware that your brain is processing these 50,000, and that 70 to 80% of those thoughts are negative that we have to combat. But that app, the mobile app, is here to help you to combat those negative thoughts, to be positive, and you can be more productive. One foundation concept we want to tell you about is learned helplessness. This is something that was discovered back in the late 60s by world-renowned psychologist Dr. Martin Seligman. And this work that we're sharing with you, what you're using and thinking, came out group, the University of Pennsylvania. And basically, learned helplessness is a condition that one suffers from this sense of powerlessness, which is arising from a traumatic event or a persistent failure to succeed. It's thought to be underlying causes of depression. Seligman, he went from really finding that there is such a thing called learned helplessness to actually looking at the opposite. If people can learn to be helpless, can they learn to be more optimistic? Can they learn to be resilient? He actually wrote a book called Learned Optimism. And so we're going to help you for the rest of your life, hopefully, with our app, so that you can build these inner strengths. Everything that we teach in this app is around helping you build these 7 inner strengths. Here they are, as identified by University of Pennsylvania's positive psychology, is emotion regulation. And that is the ability to stay calm under pressure. The second is impulse control, and that is the ability not to say or do the first thing that comes to mind. And this is what we want to help you build. And there's an actual assessment in the app where you can find out whether you're above average, average, or below average in each of these strengths that resilient people have at a high level. Next is empathy, the feeling that you understand another person's experiences and emotions. Then there's self-efficacy. This is the belief that you have for your ability to succeed. Next is optimism, the view that no matter what's going on, all things will have a. And then there's causal analysis, the systematic way of drilling down and finding the root cause of the situation or problem. And this one is the most powerful. Until recently, we considered a weakness, but now it's understood and recognized and embraced as something that is positive, as a strength. It is the inner strengths of bouncing up and being resilient. The initiative to connect with others and take action when faced with setbacks and challenges. And we put skills and we're top notch at what we did. And so every day after school, practice for 2 hours. I played for a legendary NBA coach by the name of Chuck Daly. We were the college team. We coached dribbling and we practiced shooting. We knew how to do that, but we would practice. Our thinking is here to help you practice certain skills, specific that help you build those strengths so that when life knocks you down, when there's a setback, you can bounce back faster. And here are those evidence-based 7 skills. The first is the learning the ABCs, developed by prominent psychologist Dr. Albert Ellis. And that's understanding the relationship between the adversity you experience about the adversity, which then drives the C, the confidence, or one of 5 big negative emotions. Let's say you get cut off by a car on the road. That's the adversity. Typically, we go directly A to C. The consequence, in this case, anger, the belief someone violated our rights. There's where we believe somebody violated, we violated someone else. There's sadness, of course, anxiety, future threat may not even be there. What we miss here is a belief about what happens to us, that negative emotion. If we change it or eliminate the negative emotion. The second skill is, and 3 skills, by the way, are called awareness skills. We want to be more aware. 50,000 thoughts that are processing. There are 8 thinking traps. Thoughts, 70 to 80% are negative, and we can constantly go into these thinking traps. We can jump to without evidence. We can lie, so beat ourselves up. So we can externalize. We can minimize the positive stuff that is in the course of the day and make a mountain out of a molehill around the negative. We think we know what the other person is thinking. We overgeneralize. Tunnel vision and emotional reading. You'll be getting about that as we go through our PowerThinking app and what we distribute to you through push notifications during the course of the week. The iceberg. This is the third, the awareness skills. This is powerful. We need to be aware of how we can go down to find out the iceberg beliefs operating below the surface. Massive, deep-rooted beliefs we've had since we were 8 years old, some of which are serving, some of which are actually, it was a fear of speaking in front of groups. And until I reached out to and found a group called Toastmasters, I was petrified, and it halted my career. We were able to turn that around, but there are other self-limiting beliefs. What are yours? There are ways that you can get what these beliefs are. So we can now move into the taking action. The first 2 beliefs would be challenging those beliefs. How can we on beliefs limiting so that we can go and change. Next is putting things in perspective. A couple of exercises that you want to go through. Number one, in the morning, and at night, writing down 3 good things. You can focus more on the positive as opposed to magnifying it. Remember that thinking trap. 6, calming and focusing. I want to point out, we have the PowerThinking Corp app that helps you with cognitive behavioral therapy. It's kind of cognitive behavioral therapy for the app and the Headspace app. Both one skill, calming and focusing. Apps are meditation apps, and they have sleep apps. They help you down. We go, as I just mentioned to you, further for the same price. And then finally, as you really perfect skills, you'll be able to bounce back in real time. Because after all, life is about how fast you run or how high you climb, but how well you bounce back. And as I mentioned, you look at our life, by the time we're old, our beliefs that really determine, we can bounce back faster from it, or whether we go into a constant state of depression when things go bad. Change. They're formed by the time we're 8, but they can be changed no matter where we are, our 20s, our 30s, our 40s. It can change, and we can move forward, and that's what we're dedicated to do for you. So our invitation is of the PowerThinking mobile app, and all you have to do is have it on your phone. We'll be sending you the push notifications. Pay attention to those push notifications. You may take other apps off that don't mean much to you. We will help you to grow and change. Like Serena Williams, who would practice every day for decades, was a consistent champion. She still practiced the same thing. We're going to help you with the things that will help you to harness this incredible resilience that we all right to us. So what we'd like to do, for the things that we'll have you through the app, is Wednesday morning and evening, and you see that on the app. And we'll go to the app. So give me, and we're going to join you from my phone, where you can actually see the PowerThinking Corp app, and I can take you through how it all works. Stop to share here. I'm going to mute, so okay. Should be able to hear me. Should be able to hear me from my phone. I'm going to bring up the screen and share my phone screen with you, so that we can see the app. So if you're looking at it on your computer, it'll be normalized. If you're looking at it, it'll be small. So just take your 2 fingers and expand so that you can see it a little. So we'll do that. See, on the second row, we have our YouTube, your company, our competitor that just focuses on meditation. Hayes focuses on the PowerThinking Corp app, which is more of cognitive behavioral therapy, more about helping you to understand what's going on with your thoughts, with your beliefs, so that you can change them and not be stressed out and then have to go to meditation. You won't be as stressed out, but you can actually try to driving the thoughts that drive your behaviors. So let's take a look at the app. Let's go back to the beginning on the phone, and we tap the app. There's our splash page, PowerThinking, increasing productivity. And here's the home page. This is what you'll see registered in the app. So this is all about those Wednesday sessions that I shared with you, helping you to build and improve your resilience in tough times. So you see next session, usually on a day, and this Wednesday, next Wednesday, and in this case, we're going to magnification and minimization. For that, minimizing, magnifying, one of the thinking traps. So all you have notification under next sessions is tap it, and something will pop up, and it'll say, ask you if you want to book the session or cancel. And you'll see the book pop up, indicating that you've booked a session. It will be there. Initially, it'll be at 0, but when you tap to book the session, you'll see a timer activated, and it'll tell you how many days, hours, minutes, seconds before the next session. Now, you see past sessions here. You can actually click any of our previous sessions, and we have 30 minutes in the morning, 30 minutes in the evening. We'll do a different topic each week. Here's Believe in Yourself, Never Give Up, and you'll see, and you can binge on these sessions. They go back for many, many months. That, and there they are. Then we have coaching. Now, there are three tiers. You signed up, chances are, for the free trial for the entry level session or entry level service. But there are two others that you can think about down the road. There's direct coaching, where you'll get coaching from another coach, and just one in a month, another, up to 8. Won't go into that now, but here's the important thing I want you to understand about what we do. We have what's called notifications. We'll be pushing 80% of the value of the PowerThinking Corp app will be through the notifications that we send. And as you can see, there are notifications from Google, from LinkedIn, from Gmail. Then you see from the PowerThinking Corp app. Now, typically, you'll see some messaging under there. You're going to get tips, our PowerThinking Boost positive quote for the day in the morning. Later on, you'll get some tips. We click that. It'll take us right to the app, our notification section, and you'll see here that our latest notification was about taking 5 minutes to try the 3 good things exercise, which is part of this skill, helping you to put things in. And typically there'll be a link. You click the link and it'll take you to the session that we were focused on. We skip the ad and we go to the session. This is Dr. Martin Seligman about the assets that PowerThinking purchased. And in this session, he talks about the 3 things exercise. If you're under therapy, you ask a therapist about the 3 good things exercise, they'll be surprised that you know about that. But thinking. So through a whole of the notifications and binge on the very short videos. The videos are anywhere from 1 minute to 5 minutes, no more than 5 minutes, because we believe that through consistent push notifications throughout the week, a few times a day, that you're going to find yourself thinking differently and building the skills without doing anything more than paying attention to the notifications. So in the top 3 dashes there on the left in that corner, those 3 dashes in the top left, when you click, you'll see our menu. Drop down menu, and here you can get from the top. So play around with that. Click it again. You'll see that we have a power thinking assessment. This is an evidence-based assessment that was developed by the University of Psychology Center. And here are those 7 inner strengths. Remember, emotion regulation, impulse control, empathy, self-efficacy. You can click it, take the course, and actually get an in-store. It'll tell you whether you're above average or below average in each of those 7 areas. So that's the notifications, the power thinking assessment, and you can click through some of the others like referral. Because if you refer this app to a series of friends, you can actually generate income. So you just you key up and it'll say the same thing. Hey, this PowerThinking Corp app makes it easy to stay positive and improve my finances. Take the 30-day free trial, be a referral code, and the link. And all you have to do is just click it. All of the send. And a few people are going to sign up. You'll be surprised. And in this case, you see here that we had I had 25 friends that joined. So those are some of the basics of the app. I hope this helps you to get started. If you just go to support at PowerThinking.com, support at PowerThinkingCorp.com, and we'll answer your questions. If you need to have a one-on-one with me, we can make that as well. PowerThinking Corp family, and you to stay resilient, to stay positive, and improve your finances through push notifications around your finances as well. Thank you very much. We appreciate you.